Welcome back, class. Solving a quadratic equation, the fastest and the easiest and the quickest one is the formula method. But in an exam, you might be instructed to solve by factorization method or complete the square method or the formula method. So let's go into solving that. And don't forget that the essence of doing this is because we want to find the root of the equation, which are the solutions to the equation. And we should also know that because the variable x here, the highest degree of x here is 2. We're going to have 2 answers. But before I go into solving this, please subscribe to my channel. In that way, every of the video that's been uploaded, you'll be able to be notified and get the video and watch the video. Thank you very much. Let's go into that. So the first one is factorization method. We're going to use the complete square method and the formula method. So this is the equation 3x squared minus 9x plus 6 equal to 0. So we're going to use factorization method now. And this is how it goes under factorization method. The first thing you have to do is to look at this. This is a coefficient of x squared, coefficient of x, and this is a constant. The first thing you do is to multiply this by this. And when you do that, what do you have? You're going to have 18x squared. If you multiply all this by this, you're going to have 18x squared. So what is the essence of this? The essence of this is that we know from one of the equations that x squared minus sum of the root plus the product of the root will be equal to 0. So it means that here is the sum of the roots. If this is the sum of the roots, if this is the sum of this root, then this is the product of the root. If this is the sum of the root, this is the product of the root. Now, let's go into that. That means that we should find a way of getting two numbers, either by adding them together or subtracting them together to give us minus 9x. And these two numbers also, when you multiply the two of them together, it's going to give us 18s squared. So which number are they? So this is what I normally do to my students. I will tell them this is the sum and this is the product. I will go into that starting from 9. I will decrease it because I'm going to 9. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I just wrote that. Then this is decreasing. This will be increasing. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you add all this together, all this will give you the sum. Now, out of all these that you added together to give you the sum, you want to get a product that will also give you 18x. That will give you 18x squared. That will give you 18 out of this product. If you look at this, 9 times 0 will give you 0. 8 times 1, 8. 7 times 2, 14. If you can look at them, all of them, the sum of all of them is 9. So 7 times 2 is 14. 6 times 3 is going to give us 18. And 5 times 4 is 20. 4 times 5 is 20. This is going to give us 18. This is going to give us 14. This is going to give us 8. As we can see, we have this and we also have this that can give us the product of 18. What are the numbers? 3 and 6. 3 and 6 or 6 and 3. So now, if you had 3 and 6 together, what will it give you? It's going to give you 9. But this is minus. That means that minus 3 minus 3 minus 6 minus 3 times minus 6. That one is going to give us minus cancel minus multiplied by minus will give you plus. That one will give us 18. So minus 3 minus 6, that will give us minus 9. So this is a perfect one. That is why I'm saying that the numbers that you can add together or subtract together, that will give you the sum. So now, without wasting our time, this is the one we are looking for. So this product 3x squared plus 6 to give us this product, and this product should be split into 2 to give us this sum. So if I now say minus 6 minus 3, minus 6 times minus 3 will give us 18. And minus 6 minus 3 will give us minus 9. So we need x. So we just distribute x onto it. Distribute the x, distribute this x. When you say minus 6x minus 3x will give us minus 9x. Minus 6x minus 6x times minus 3x will give us plus 18x squared. After you're done with that, take this down and take this down. When you take this down, that means you're taking all 3x squared down, minus 6x minus 3x. Don't forget the sign in front. So this one gives us plus 6 will equal to 0. After you have done that, don't waste too much of your time. Bracket this, bracket this, bracket this, bracket this. So look at the factors. Look at the factor in here. The factor in here is going to give us 3x. So the factor here is 3x into bracket 3x squared divided by 3x will give us x, right? Then minus 6x divided by 3x will give us 2, right? That will give us 2. If you multiply this, it's giving this. If you multiply this, it's giving this. So minus, the next thing here is 3 into bracket minus 3x divided by minus 3 will give us x. Then 6 divided by minus 3 will give us minus 2 will equal to 0. So after you have done that, and we all know about the quadratic equation, put the outside, put them together. If we put them together, we have 3x minus 3 into bracket 3x minus 3 into bracket. Make sure that the ones that are inside the bracket, they are the same thing. Once they are the same thing, you don't have any problem. So we have x minus 2 will equal to 0. And we all know that in the quadratic equation, AB equals 0. If AB equals 0, either A is equal to 0 or B equals 0. Now I'm going to take this out. So in that way, we now have 3x minus 3 equals 0 or x minus 2 equals 0 based on this law. This law tells us that either A equals 0 or B equals 0 or AB equals 0. So in this case, the same thing I did here, 3x minus 3 equals 0 or x minus 2 equals 0. After you are done with that, the next thing is to collect the like term. Take this to the other side. We have 3x equals plus 3. 3x equals plus 3 or s equals plus 2. So in that way, 3x, because we only need x, not 3. So divide both sides by 3. So we have x equals plus 1 or s equals plus 2. So in that way, this is your answer, s equals 1 or 2. So this is the answer to that when you factorize, when you use the factorization method. Real quick, we can go into complete the square method and see how that goes without wasting too much of our time. So under the complete the square method, we have 3x squared minus 9x plus 6 equals 0. As we all know, the first thing to do, which we have the 5 steps, but it's not 5 steps. The first thing to do is to divide both sides through by 3. And if you do that, that means we're going to have x squared minus 9 over 3. Let me just say 3 divided by 3 minus 9 over 3 plus 6 divided by 3 equals 0. So that means that we have x squared minus 3x plus 2 equals 0. The next thing to do is to take this to the other side because it doesn't belong here. We have x squared minus 3x equals minus 2. After we have done that, we look into the coefficient of x, which is minus 3. Divide that minus 3 by 2, square it, add it to both sides. And when we do that, we have x squared minus 3x plus minus 3 over 2 squared equals minus 2 plus minus 3 over 2 squared. That is what that is telling us. So the next thing is to turn this one to a perfect square. And how do we do that? Say x minus, because of this plus, x minus 3 over 2 all squared must be equal to minus 2 plus, this becomes 9 over 4. 9 over 4, because minus times minus give us plus. But in this case, don't forget that minus inside the bracket. It is the minus, not the plus, because the minus supersedes that. So after we are done with that, the next thing to do is to say x minus 3 over 2 all squared equals, do this. This will be, find the LCM. The LCM is 4. That is 4 times minus 2, which is minus 8, plus 9 to give us 1. 1 divided by 4. After we have done that, the next thing to do is to square root both sides. And when we square root both sides, what do we have? If we square root both sides, we have x minus 3 over 2 squared. We square root both sides, we give us plus or minus. Don't forget about that, because this is equation. You have to put plus or minus the square root of 1 over 4. That means that the square root is cancelled by the square. So we have x minus 3 over 2 will be equal to plus or minus 1 over 2. And the reason is that the square root, you can split this, like the square root of 1 divided by the square root of 4. And the square root of 1 is going to give you 1. The square root of 4 is going to give us 2. So that is what we have done in there. So the next thing is to take this to the other side, because it doesn't belong to the side of x. And again, we want to find the values of x. X equals 3 over 2 plus or minus 1 over 2. 3 over 2 plus 1 over 2 plus 3 over 2 plus or minus 1 over 2. So x is now equals to 3 over 2 plus 1 over 2, or 3 over 2 minus 1 over 2. 3 over 2 plus 1 over 2, or 3 over 2 minus 1 over 2. So x here will now be, find the LCM, which is 2, which is going to give you 3 plus 1, or find the LCM, and that is going to give you 3 minus 1. So therefore, our x equals 3 plus 1 is going to give 4. 4 divided by 2 is going to give you 2. Or 3 minus 1, that will give 2, divided by 2 will give 1. So x is also equals to 2 or 1, like the way we first did under factorization method. The next one we're going to look at is under the formula method, almighty formula method. The next one is going to be under the formula method, which is almighty formula method. We have 3x squared minus 9x plus 6 equals 0. The best thing for you is to compare with this general equation, ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. After we have done that, you also know that this a is never equals to 0. So in this case, a equals to 3 and b equals minus 9, c equals 6. And we know our formula, which is we have to find the values of x, which is going to give us x equals minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. We just have to input all this value into this equation. So x will now be minus, what's our b? B is minus 9. So we have minus into minus 9 plus or minus the square root of b squared, which is minus 9 squared minus 4 times, what's our a? A is 3 and c is 6. Everything here divided by 2 into 3. So what's the next thing? The next thing is x equals minus times minus becomes plus, which is 9 plus or minus the square root of minus 9 times minus 9 will give 81. 81 plus, that will be minus 81 minus 3. This is 3 times 4 times 3, 12. 12 times 6 to give 72. 72 over 6. So our x equals 9 plus or minus the square root of 9. The square root of 9 over 6. Square root of 9 over 6. 81 minus 72. Yeah. So x here equals 9 plus the square root of 9 divided by 6, or 9 minus the square root of 9 divided by 6. So x equals 9 plus the square root of 9 to give 3 over 6, or 9 minus 3 over 6. So x is equals to 9 plus 3 to give us 12, 12 divided by 6 to give us 2. Or 9 minus 3 to give us 6, 6 divided by 6 to give us 1. So again, we were able to use the almighty formula to find the roots to this equation. Thank you very much. If you are able to watch to the end of this video, kindly subscribe to my channel. In that way, you will be able to receive notification whenever my video is being released to watch. Thank you very much. I will see you in the next one. Peace out.